Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. It's Nick here. We're going for another walk. It's the 21st of August. I thought, well, we'd have a bit of another stroll, talk about stuff and nonsense, have a bit of fun. Hurrah! Right, I seem to have developed a common thing when I'm filming outside, and that there's a guy with a dog who's following me everywhere. It's making it a little bit tricky to start filming. People are stupid, aren't they? But I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, let's go. Right, we've been continuing the live streaming this week, always trying to develop it. So thank you to members on the channel and people that have done the super chats, because I do put the revenue back into the channel as much as I possibly can to try and improve the thing and add a bit of variety. But you would notice this week, if you've been watching those, that we've now got the picture-in-picture using this very camera that I'm speaking to. We've gone through Elgato video capture there, and we've done some Spectrum and some Commodore 64, and you can now see picture-in-picture, which I think helps with the interactions. I hope you're like looking at that. It was a little bit tricky syncing it, but thank you to people that watched the tests, and we've sort of like got it going, and I'm really enjoying it really. It's good to interact with you live, although there's about an 8-second delay on the thing, but I think it's working out quite well at the moment. So check out a few more of those. Going to hopefully do a few more. Need to have a look at the PlayStation, although I can't do picture-in-picture and that until I get a proper webcam that goes through an external source, which is different to the capture. But yeah, it's starting to look like a professional stream now. I'll put up some vid caps on Twitter if you want to have a look at those, but check out the live stream playlist if you haven't already. Spectrums tend to be Monday and Tuesday, Commodore 64 on the Wednesday. It's a bit windy today, so apologies the sound goes on and off. I haven't got too much control over that, but we'll see how we get on. Yes, hope you're having a good week. It's almost the weekend. Well, it is really, isn't it? Whew, I need to sit down, I think. Seem to have lost the guy with the dogs. That's a bit of an advantage, so I might be able to do some longer bits now. Aren't people silly? Always interested and curious. There we go. Right. Still some blackberries left. Are they safe to eat? I don't know, they should be, shouldn't they? Should be safe to eat. Soon find out. Well, that's okay, that. No, it's alright. Oh, it's a bit sharp. Yeah, that's alright, yeah. If you eat the black ones and not the red ones, I think that's pretty cool. The temperature's nothing like it today, of course, but last Sunday saw the hottest ever temperature recorded on Earth. I don't know if you come up with found this story. It was in California's Death Valley, who's having a heat wave, and they recorded a temperature of 54.4 degrees Celsius, which is apparently 29.9 Fahrenheit. 54.4, that's quite high, isn't it? If that was in the UK, everything would probably stop because the house is designed to maintain the heat. 54.4, I mean, nothing can survive in that. There was a bit of an argument that's been hotter elsewhere, but they're saying that the temperature gauges wasn't accurate enough. 54.4, now, is this a sign of global warming, or is it just a phase that the Earth goes through, going nearer and closer to the sun? I mean, you can't deny there is global warming at the moment, whether it's for human endeavour, possibly, because we're pumping out a lot of carbon dioxide, although with Corona it's had a bit of a you know what I mean, bit of a break, but it might be a normal phase of the Earth, but humans are contributing it to as well. 54.4, so if it got to 54.4 everywhere, I don't think man could survive. We'd worry about water, there'd be tropical storms as that. So yeah, but Death Valley though, it isn't called that by accident, and that's essentially why. So thank God it isn't that temperature today. All I've got is a bit of wind, a bit of overcast, and hopefully it doesn't rain on me. I'm wearing a corduroy hat. Yes, it isn't waterproof, but it's just an everyday going out hat. It's not flash, hasn't got sequins on it, so I doubt I'll have a dance in the woods or anything, but who knows, maybe I will. Now, in theory, I shouldn't get lost this time, because I've been on this walk twice now, including last week, so we should be fine, shouldn't we? Yeah, we should be fine. I mean, last week people commented this is a bit like the Blair Witch Project. We'll be fine. Oh God, that's not clever. Too steep. I think that's my favourite bit. It's very windy around here. I think I need to go in a bit of a sheltered bit, or else the wind's going to keep blowing into the microphone. Because I can't listen to this as recorded at the same time, I presume it's bad. But yeah, let's find a tree or something. Seems a bit safer here. Now, there's another story I come off in the week, so I like to read a few things and share it with you as like end of the week Friday sort of thing, as well as the channel, because we mentioned streaming and we mentioned that Death Valley stuff. You might be interested, you might be not, but it's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's the retro gaming will always be the biggest thing. But anyway, now we played on a live stream a couple of weeks ago, the Wild Bunch on the ZX Spectrum, where in that game you could be journeying from one town to another and just find a gold nugget sitting on the floor, and it makes me think that's never going to happen ever. But then there's this story that come about that a gold nugget worth $250,000 US, or 190k in British pounds sterling, was found by diggers in southern Australia. Yeah, $250,000. Yeah, you heard it right. Brent Shannon and Ethan West found this near Tanagala in Victoria State, Australia. So I don't know if they get to keep that, but apparently it was a part of a TV show called Aussie Gold Hunters, and using metal detectors in an area that hadn't been explored yet, they found those nuggets. I mean, if I was walking in the woods and found a nugget worth $250,000, 190k, that'll be me done. The channel will be up and running forever, and they have no problem at all. Now, whenever I see someone with a metal detector, I always think secretly it looks, well, my first impression is it looks a bit naff, what are you bothering with? Because I've seen them on the beach in various places. Most of the time they probably find bottle tops and all that sort of stuff. But why not? I mean, if you can stumble upon, I mean, this gold nugget was quite extreme, wasn't it really? But if you can just suddenly find stuff somewhere, I mean, in this woods there's probably lots of area, there might be buried treasure, who knows? Some criminal gang might have buried some money, and now they're long gone, and they'll be there waiting to be found. You hear about people going on land with permission and finding Roman coins, but how much searching do you have to do before you actually find something like that? I mean, I need to get on that. I need to get on that Aussie Gold Diggers show. But that's absolutely incredible, isn't it? A big, large nugget that was found. I mean, have you ever found anything lying around with value? I think the most I've ever found was probably, when you're talking about like loose change, which is less and less now because people use digital money, I think I might have found £1 or £2. I found a wallet once, but I handed that in as I always would do. I didn't hear anything else about that. If it was just a bundle of money in an elastic band and I didn't know who it belonged to, I'm not sure what I would do there. But yeah, have you ever found anything with metal detectors? Maybe you're a metal detector yourself. Let me know about that. But I thought that was quite an interesting story. So Brent Shannon and Ethan West, don't know if they get to keep a percentage of that money or all of it, probably none. But that was in Tanagala, Victoria State, Australia. So let's all get out there with our metal detectors and see what we can see. There's a lot of nutters around here today. I suppose that's what happens when you hang about in the woods a lot. Is this the way? Oh yes, this looks familiar. We're on the right path. Bingo! Now, I'm always trying to grow the channel, but I'm trying to grow it legitimately, which is a tough task because you always fight in the YouTube algorithm. Now, very recently, it's been mentioned to me before, very recently someone said, messaged me and said, Nick, in order to get anywhere on YouTube, you need to be buying subscribers. You need to be buying views so you get traction to your channel can increase that way. I disagree with that. That's not something I'm going to do. I mean, I'd rather do it normally rather than being a big fake. And also as well is, I don't think buying subscribers will help you. And naturally it flatters your ego, first of all. It's one of the stats people can see as soon as they go onto your channel. So, you know, if they see 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers versus one with, say, my channel, 3,000 subscribers, they might be still on there. But I think people are a little bit more savvy than that these days. In terms of where the YouTube algorithm places you in search, it's looking at a large number of things. And I think one of the things it's looking at is engagement and watch time, which is something you can't immediately see on the channel. All you see is the amount of views a video's got, the amount of subscribers a channel's got, and the thumbs up and the thumbs down, which thumbs up and thumbs down mean exactly the same thing. It still counts as engagement. So that's the only engagement you can see in terms of the video's popularity there. How much of an impact does it have? And then YouTube want to promote it because they see it as a popular video. Now, I've got at the moment around about 3,000 subscribers. The views on the video, my average about 300, so that's a 10% hit rate. So the algorithm might seem a bit bad, but I think it's average, because you've got people that don't watch the videos or from a long time ago. So it's a 10% hit rate. So when the algorithms determine how popular my videos are, it's looking at that 10%, looking at the views, how long people watch a video, and so forth and so forth. Now, if I was to buy another 3,000 subscribers, it'll do my ego a lot of good, because say, look, Nick's got 6,000 subscribers, he might be popular, but the views isn't going to go up too much. So potentially, because those 3,000 have got no interest in your channel at all, they'll be a mixture of bots or people trying to develop their other channels, and not going to visit you whatsoever. So there's going to be zero engagement. So all of a sudden, instead of having 10% off 3,000, I've now got 5% off 6,000, which is pointless, and gradually your video is going to go down and down and down the search, and it's going to make it worse. So in answer to buy subscribers, I won't do. And the other trap people get to, and these free sites which sell this, get the free subscribers first of all, they've got paid for packages. Now, if you've got 6,000 subscribers or a massive boost, and you haven't got the genuine people to actually view it and interact, so a fake channel, you then can fall in the trap of buying actual views to try and pump it up. And now you're in a sort of like cycle of you've got to keep buying views. It gets pretty expensive to make yourself look popular. And I think that whole thing's a joke. So it's not the area I want to go down to. I can see why people get sucked into it, because it's a lot of work, YouTube. For most of the time, not much back. I've been doing it 7 or 8 years and getting a very small amount of traction now, so thank you. But yeah, I mean, if I'd bought subscribers right early on, it had an effect. Now, I'm not saying that I'm really that high up in the search, but if I bought a load of fake subscribers, it wouldn't do me any good whatsoever. And I would say resist the temptation, don't actually do that. That's just my thoughts on the matter, really. Now, people might disagree with that. They might say, look, if people are looking for a particular video, if they see a lot of subscribers, they'll naturally think that's a good video or a good channel. But, you know, people are a bit savvy there. If they see a channel, I've seen them before, if you see a channel that's fairly new, got about 10 videos, that's all right, average in your own opinion, it's all about opinions really, and suddenly they got 4,000, they've got like 10,000 subs there, not many views, or it's yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless you get a shout out from a major channel, it's pretty tricky. See, it could be an indication of that, not saying it's definitely an indication, but the likelihood it is, and I see this thing happen quite a lot, and I can fully understand it, but it's not a route I want to go down, because it does flatter your ego. You can post it on Twitter saying, look, I've got 10,000 subscribers, aren't I doing well? It's, oh, well done, and all that sort of stuff, but it's fake. And it's absolutely pointless, isn't it? It's like winning a 100 metres race, but on drugs, and ultimately, as the time goes by, it does you no good. Also as well, which will catch you up massively if you do that to the extreme, so you've got tens of thousands of subs that are all bots and these things. Every so often YouTube will do a cleanse, where basically they'll get rid of a load of accounts that even aren't used or inactive, identified as bots, and your subscriber count would go down. Now, every so often, I think last month they might have done a cleanse, mine went down ever so slightly, and that's natural because you'll get bots that follow you on certain keywords you use. But if you buy like thousands and thousands and thousands of these people, you can get a huge drop, and that'll be noticeable, but oddly enough, that'll probably help you in the search engine eventually. Okay, that's just my thoughts on it. So, we're dotting around the place, but I want to talk to you about space exploration. Yes, I bet you knew I was going to say that, didn't you? Astronomers, or scientists, or someone, or chefs, have discovered that on the Moon and Mars, there's these massive lava tubes, so beneath the surface, which on Mars could spread for about 25 kilometres long, and they reckon that people could live in those lava tubes, and which will protect them from the radiation. So when we go to the Moon or Mars, we can live in some underground cavern. Wouldn't that be fun? So living in a cave, but on Mars or the Moon. And they said possibly there might be water. There's a lot of ifs and buts there. I don't think I would have been sent to Mars on an if and a but. But that seems to be the future of it. They say it could last about 25 miles, some of these. The Earth has similar lava tubes, but it's not going to be flat, is it? It's going to be all over the place. I need a stair or a jetpack or something. I'm not going. Cool, this is a bit steep. Let's do some shout outs for the people that have been supporting the channel. Memberships really help it keep going, as do the super chats in the live streaming, so thank you for those. If you want to become a member, the bottom tier is $1.99, and for that you get access to the members area, and you'll see access to the videos. It tells you what videos are going up in the next week. You can suggest videos perhaps, and I'll make a note of them. If you do the second tier, $4.99 and above, which is a great amount of money each month to support this with the amount of videos that go up, you automatically get a shout out. I can shout out any projects you're doing, not necessarily online, anything you want. I can put links, but you do need to send those to me first, or else I don't know quite what to shout out, so I can only just like hint at it, I suppose. So yeah, so let's have a look. There's all these people on $4.99 or above, but I do appreciate all the $1.99ers because they really add up to something that helps me big styley. It's always in the balance this. I'm not sure how long I can go on for, but yeah, the more members that are there supporting the channel, the more chance we've got. It's getting a bit windy in it. Let's move this over here a bit closer. Right, okay, that might have shielded it, it might not have done. So Neil Barrett, thank you. There, I know you've recently upgraded there for a short period, so thank you very much. Stephen Q, NEUK, Phil Hill, Stuart Clegg, thank you. Rossi Bossy, now I know you want me to shout out something, but at the moment the information is a bit low, but maybe next week if you what you're doing comes to fruition, send me some links or pictures or something like that, and I'll shout that out properly for you. But you're a great game designer and you're going great guns, so keep doing what you're doing a fantastic job, and you're getting a bit of traction, it seems, so well done. Julie Monkton, I'll put up the link to your book site, 60s, 70s, 50s and 80s books. No books from the future though, so you don't know what's going to come out yet. you do better something for you to work on, get a DeLorean. Yeah, you run that book site and a blog as well. Very supportive of the channel, so thank you. There, and quite often you do some big cabs and retweet stuff, which is always appreciated. I'm getting blown over here. Jono Baggy, thank you, sir. Is there a hurricane turning up? Yeah, well, what's your advice on that? Grey Hulk too, thank you. Pum Reader, haven't seen you for a while, so I hope you're doing okay, but thank you for your continued support. Jason Holmes, well done, sir. Tom, excellent, always good to see you. And Andrew Gibson, thank you. And on the upper tier, on your own there, but thank you very much, if you can hear me over this wind, is Graham Bebke. So thank you everyone for your continued support. It's really appreciated. I can't thank you enough. So that seems to be the end of the walk then, if you could hear me over the wind. Till next time, big videos going up Saturday and Sunday, but till next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond. Whoa, goodbye.
Goodbye. E.
And Jenkin.